Verstappen claimed a dominant victory in otherwise action-packed Japanese Grand Prix as Red Bull were crowned constructors champions for a strict time. After narrowly holding on to the lead ahead of Lando Norris at the first corner, pole sitter Verstappen eased the victory by 19 seconds. Verstappen's 26 points mean that Red Bull can no longer be caught by Mercedes and Ferrari and are the first team to wrap up the constructors championship with 6 races remaining. Norris finished second ahead of McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri, who secured his first podium in Formula 1, but Verstappen said, "Unbelievable weekend, to win here was great, and the most important thing was to win the constructors. Very proud for everyone working at the track and at the factory. We are having an incredible year." Charles Leclerc finished fourth for Ferrari for the third consecutive race ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who twice battled wheel to wheel with Mercedes teammate George Russell and did a brave overtake on old rival Fernando Alonso at 1:30R. Carlos Sainz was sixth in the other Ferrari ahead of Russell, had to settle for seventh after attempting to make a one-stop strategy work but slipped back in the closing stages. Alonso eighth for Aston Martin, while Alpine secured a double points finish with Ocon ninth and Gasly 10th, with the pair swapping positions in the final lap. On instruction from the team, while Verstappen single-handedly delivered Red Bull their world title, it was a miserable afternoon for teammate Sergio Perez, who twice had to pit for new contact over front wing after Hamilton and Magnussen collisions, then retired from the race. Perez failure to score points means Verstappen now holds a 177-point lead at the top of the standings and is likely to be crowned champion next time out at the Qatar Grand Prix. At lights out, pole sitter Verstappen immediately moved across to Koa Piastri, but that gave a glimpse to Norris of the lead from third, but Verstappen just had enough grip to hold on. After an early safety car restart, Verstappen was never threatened as he cruised out to the front of the win car comfortably nearly 20 seconds. It long looked to be a formality for Red Bull to be back-to-back champions for a car that's been in a class of its own. Verstappen's win at Suzuka was the 15th by the team this year, with last week's race in Singapore the only blemish on the otherwise unbeaten record in 2023. The 23 season has seen Red Bull surpass McLaren's 1988 record for consecutive wins, setting a new benchmark at 14 straight wins and 15 overall. It's been the most amazing year for us, and the most amazing year. It's a testament to the guys back in Milton Keynes, said Horner. To Red Bull and all our partners, it's a collection of an incredible effort for everyone just doing their bit to achieve what we have. Max is just on a level. With 6 races remaining, Red Bull will be looking to surpass Mercedes for the most wins in the season, which stands at 19 from 2016. Verstappen, meanwhile, will have his first opportunity to wrap up the World Championship at the Qatar GP with a sprint next weekend from October 6th to 8th. Perez trails, meanwhile, Verstappen could be crowned on champion on that Saturday. His contact with Hamilton being caused opening that safety car and after further damage when making desperate take attempts on Max, and the Mexican retired on lap 15. He re-emerged briefly on lap 39 in order to serve the penalty, but for the Magnussen collision, but exiting the race again on lap 42. Piastri may have lost out to Norris at the virtual safety car and the start, but after Perez hit Magnussen allowed him to get back in front of his teammate, but Norris was quicker on fresher tyres after his late stop, and fearing what Russell might manage on a one-stop game for another safety car, McLaren told Piastri to let his teammate by. After his second stop, Piastri swiftly passed Russell to reclaim third and seal his first podium in F1, having finished second in the sprint. At Spa, it felt pretty special, definitely something I remember for a long time. He said, "There are not many who get the opportunity to do this, and I managed it in my first season." Norris said, "An amazing day for us, T2 and P3. He praised his start and said he didn't have much of a chance, but his pace was strong. And it's all about closing down Max, congratulating Oscar for his podium." But Perez and Hamilton had touched while going 4 wide and into the 2 Ferraris at the first corner, while Alex Albon's Williams briefly sent Alfa Romeo airborne at the start. On the first lap of full racing, Russell got past his teammate Hamilton at the final chicane to make 7th place back, but the 7-time champion, despite losing parts of his car and earlier damage, reclaimed the position at turn 1 as they 2 nearly touched. On lap 16 they duelled again and Hamilton went wide at Degnan to allowing Russell to close back up to him. They were alongside each other at Spoon Corner and nearly touched wheels again as both ran wide, but Hamilton held on, prompting Russell to ask, "Are we fighting each other or the others?" While Russell opted for plan B of a one-stop, Hamilton seemed pissed and then reduced a brave overtake on Alonso at lap 30 on 130R before sweeping past Con's Alpine at turn 1 and made his way forward again. Russell actually saw him holding on to 4th of 8 laps remaining, but Leclerc pulled off a brave move round the outside of the team before we had to move aside for Hamilton. Russell waited to wait until the final lap, but Julie let Hamilton to go with 4 laps to go, complaining she wants to play a 2 game. He pushed me off earlier with a DRS tactic. Sainz Julie overtook Russell a lap later, but ran off time to get Hamilton. And yeah, that's it. After a 2-week break, F1 will retain to Qatar for the second time ever. And yeah, the sprint offers Verstappen the first chance to wrap his title up, and it's likely he will do it. But before I go, let me run you through the classification. Verstappen winning, yeah, dominant drive. Back to his best last weekend after Red Bull's blip in Singapore. Yeah, dominant performance. Norris second, Piastri third. A great day for the McLaren duo. Really impressive performance. And yeah, they keep moving on. Going to pass Aston easily. Really impressive stuff. Then you got Leclerc in 4th. Yeah, I think good day for Ferrari. Probably have more pace than Mercedes. And yeah, they're starting to really make inroads now. Hamilton 5th. I think he did the maximum there, so he'll be pretty pleased with that. Sainz maybe disappointed not to be on Leclerc's face after the last few weekends. But still not a terrible performance by any means. Russell, I don't blame him for trying to make something starting different work didn't make much of a difference at all, really. So yeah, you got to applaud the effort. Then you got Alonso 8th. It's a solid job in the Aston Martin. I think that's probably the maximum that car can do at the moment. The Alpines rounding off the points throwing probably about where they should be. But yeah, I think they'll take that. Some more points in the bag. But yeah, kind of in no man's land. So AlphaTauri would be gutted to miss out on points because that could have been crucial. Zhou 13th, and yeah, the Hasses at the back just really not much pace and a lot of retirements. Terrible day for Williams. I hope you now have enough points in the bag. Stroll. And Perez, they're just having a tough time at the moment. And Bottas, it's a shame because, yeah, it'd be interesting to see if maybe he could have competed with the Alpines for the points. Anyway, guys, that's it for video. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next time, videos daily, have fun news and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.